Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that Texas.
But I want to get back to this. When you talk about you would have had some people coming from him. People have asked Andre Ward over the last few days, would you fight Jake Paul? Would you be interested in coming out of retirement and going at this cat? What's your answer to something like that, and why?
Yeah, I'm open to a conversation about it. I'm not one of these cats. Like, I don't move out of anger. I don't move out of emotion. I don't do that in my life, and I didn't do that in the ring. I'm very calculated. I'm very thoughtful about every decision I make, which is why a lot of people are like, well, why did you say his name and just call him out on the broadcast? Well, I know who I'm dealing with. This is one of the biggest influencers in the world. This is a YouTuber, and I just saw him do it today. Arthur Beterbiev, who's a pound for pound, top 5 pound for pound fighter in the world, he directly called out Jake Paul, and Jake Paul used it in his favor. He said, look at this. I got a pound for pound fighter calling me out. I run the game. I don't really move like that. But what I am doing is telling them, I'm painting a picture like this. Brother, I'm 40 years old. In boxing terms, I'm an old man now, right? I ain't touched the boxing ring in 7 years. If you want to legitimize yourself, which was really, whether you admit it or not, that's really what you after. Come see somebody who can give you the credentials you need, whether you win or lose. You need that in under your belt if you're going to legitimize yourself to this community. Now, you may say, I don't care. You may say, I'm not worried about that. But the truth is, you really are. You want to be embraced by individuals in this game to say, man, I respect Jake Paul. So if you want to do that, I'm open for a conversation. But at the same time, I'm not chasing this dude. I'm not trying to, I'm not getting into that, to the pig pen and doing all of that. But I am open for a discussion. And since you like fighting older guys, I'm an older guy now. And I ain't touched the ring in 7 years. So I think it'll be interesting.
The thing of it, well, shoot, it'll be better than interesting. I'd love to see it personally, but it's for a different reason. It's for a different reason, Dre. On one hand, I'm torn, and I'm going to be very, very, I'm just going to keep it 100. You look at Jake Paul, I really, really appreciate what he's done for the sport of boxing in terms of bringing attention to it and showing the world you don't have to be at the mercy of promoters in order to go and make a bag getting in the boxing ring. I don't believe the fighters have messed up boxing. I believe the promoters have messed up boxing because they've restricted or rather denied us from seeing the fights we want to see when we want to see them. And it's done harm to the sport and simultaneously has helped build the UFC because they got somebody in Dana White that makes sure you get the fights that you want to see when you want to see them as opposed to waiting 5, 6, 7 years to get it. In that regard, I give Jake Paul all the respect and the love in the world.
What's the deal, baby? You already know it is the big boss hog. Boss dog can't poke through the door. Hit the top to back before I get my soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last. Good people do. Don't offer yourself. Cut them in the highlight. Remember, you matter. P-game. 84s on wood. Swing. So, Andre Ward was interviewed by Stephen A. Smith on the Stephen A. Smith show. Shout out to them. And he was asked, would he fight Jake Paul? And if you got this far, you already seen what he said. Now I'm starting to put what people say in the extra videos for confirmation. You know what I'm saying? So, boss is fact checking everything. Because, boys will come on here. He didn't say that. He didn't mean that. So I got to fact check these little sensitive boys around here. But he said that, man, he said, I'm 40 years old. I'm an older guy. Jake Paul fighting all these older fighters. He said, you want to get respect in the boxing, get in the ring with me. I'm going to tell you right now, if Andre Ward fight Jake Paul, Andre Ward will stop Jake Paul. I'm not going to hold you. He'll stop that man, bro. It's going to be bad. Jake Paul don't want that work. With an assassin like Andre Ward is a different type of cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we keeping it a beam. He a different fighter. You know what I'm saying? He 40 years old. He's still sparring. He's sparring Terrence Crawford. He's sparring whatever. Just to, stay sharp. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, that man different, bro. Jake Paul don't want that smoke, man. You know what I mean? And Andre Ward said, man, I'm not really, begging for the fight. He said, but, if he really want that work, I'm your guy. You know what I mean? Basically. And that'll be a massacre. because the skill level. Andre Ward is gonna make Jake Paul fight off the back foot, in which Jake Paul can't do. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul is a pretty. He's getting all these pro trainers and stuff like that, but he's pretty simple, bro. He does everything to try to set up that right hand. He gonna go to your body, which is gonna go downstairs and go upstairs with the right hand. That's what he do. That's his money punch. He may throw a hook in there, but Andre Ward will make him one-dimensional. That's a different level of skill. And a different, I'm telling you, Jake Paul ain't gonna do that. He not. I'll tell you this, I'll be impressed with Jake Paul if he did that. But I'm telling you right now, he ain't. That boy Andre Ward will stop Jake Paul. It'll be bad, bro. And Andre, I'm telling you, Andre Ward will stop Jake Paul. And this is the thing, Jake Paul been more active. You know, Andre Ward just been in the gym training, hitting the mid, sparring these little young guys, sparring Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, he'll stop that man, bro. It'll be bad. You know what I mean? It'll be bad. Jake Paul talking about he the face of boxing, which I'm gonna make a separate video about that. That one I'm gonna put on Clutch Factory, but this man talking about he the face of boxing, he the face of this, he the face of that. I'm telling you, Andre Ward would stop that man, bro. It's crazy because it's like, one thing I give Jake Paul a credit for, he's gotten pro boxers to want to fight him now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they looking at him because they looking at the money. You know what I'm saying? I give him credit for that. Andre Ward probably looking at that money. He gonna let that go. That'd be an easy $20 million. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll fight Jake Paul. You know what I mean? I'll fight that man. I think I could beat Jake Paul. I ain't gonna hold you. I come out of retirement real quick. I ain't never fought in the pros. That'd be my first pro one. I'll fight Jake Paul for $20 million. I come out of retirement on that man. You know what I mean? You know, he ain't fought another power puncher like him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who, you know, I'll fight that man for $20 million. I ain't gonna hold you. Come out of retirement on that boy. I ain't finna hold you, man. I'll come out of retirement, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and my bad back. Come out of retirement on that man. But, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I mean, like I said, Andre Ward, man, he'll stop that man, in my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think, Boss Gun.